I am director. All 10 people say, you director of Cannibal Holocaust without a pixie, without nothing. It's impossible. But yes, I am like that. Yes, normal man. Normal man.
Hi, so I'm Geretta and I'm going to be translating, and if you would like to ask Maestro Deodato a question in English, I will translate it and he will answer you back.
Because I know everything. I saw this movie maybe 3,000 times. I know words. Okay.
Well, don't be shy.
I got a question.
Right here, I'll do this one first.
How long did it take to shoot the whole thing?
Quanto tempo per girare tutto il film?
Allora, 5 weeks in the jungle, 1 week in New York, and 3 days in Rome. Yes. In Rome I did shooting something about Vietnam. And in New York I said all the garden and the television outside the New York. A very quick movie. I invented each day because without a script. Called me from Italy, said that the producer said, shooting what you want, killing what you want, because I send the movie, all world, I want this movie. Tomorrow I collected one women, okay?
And yes?
Yes!
The beer pig man.
Yeah. I love you.
Me too.
How it was to work with Captain.
But you love me with the beer. I love you without the beer.
Sometimes I have beer, sometimes I don't. But I want to know how it was to work with Gabriel York.
Come era da lavorare con Gabriel York?
Con?
Gabriel York? Gabriel York?
Gabriel is... You're talking about the best. Gabriel is my heart, really. I meet him many times in the convention. He's a very nice person. He loves me. Very, very, very nice. He's very professional, very happy.
Thank you.
No, I take the actors in New York, in the casting in New York. I take the young man who do the master for coming home. I sign one contract that you disappear for 1 year. After this movie, for 1 year you disappear. You are died. Because without the internet, but I want to be this for you.
So he was telling you, at the time that he made the film, obviously there was no Skype, there's no Instagram, there's no internet. So when he was doing the casting in New York and all the actors came, one of the provisos of their contract was after they did the film, they had to not talk about it and disappear for 1 year, which helped build the whole process that everyone thought it was, something that actually happened.
Ma questo è stato un problema quando il tribunale mi voleva mettere in prigione, mi voleva accusare perché ha detto voi avete ammazzato degli attori.
So this was really a huge problem. They thought it would just be a good idea for a press thing, but when the Italian police actually came and arrested him and took him to trial, they said, and not only it's horrible what you did, but we know you have killed the actors.
And then, allora ho chiamato un attore che stava a Roma e ho detto resuscita, like Lazzaro. risuscita perché devo dimostrare che tu sei vivo.
So he contacted one of the actors that was living in Rome. He says, listen, I need you to rise like Lazarus. You need to come to court and prove you're still alive.
And after il presidente del tribunale ha voluto vedere il film perché ha detto voglio vedere. Allora siamo andati in 4 persone, il presidente, io e due giudici donne. E quando siamo andati in questa sala, tipo questa, molto piccola, a vedere il film, le 2 donne facevano e il presidente ok, mi danno l'ergastolo, mi danno la prigione a vita.
So after he had proven to the main judge that the actors were still alive, they said, okay, but you know, there's a lot of talk about this film. I want to see this film. So he was in a courtroom that was only a little bit bigger than this, and they did a screening. There was the male judge, a female judge, and another female judge. Those are the people that he was just going like, covering their faces. And he says, oh, that's it. I'm getting the gas chamber.
Voglio spiegare come abbiamo impalato la ragazza, perché tutti me lo chiedono. Allora,
so he'd like to explain to you how they set up the shot for the stake down the woman's mouth, because everybody asks about that. So he'd like to tell you how that was done.
Allora, noi mandavamo i filmati a Milano, perché a Milano c'era il MIFED, che era il più grande mercato del mondo, e il produttore e la gente vedeva questi pezzi che l'ho girato e volevano tutti comprare il film.
So there's a big market, it's called MIFED, and in Italy that's where films are taken to be sold. So everybody had, there was a lot of talk about the movie and everything was ready, and they had sent little pieces of the movie to this market.
Allora il produttore chiamava me al telefono nella giungla, diceva Ruggero, ammazza chi vuoi perché qui si vende tutto, devi ammazzare, fare quello che vuoi, ma ammazza perché qui lo comprano, diventerai miliardario.
So he's deep in the jungles, and they're just sending out these little clips back to the producers for the market, and the producer calls him on. He says, Ruggero, kill anybody you want because we're selling the hell out of this film.
Then in the night, the telephone, a telefonata, ho chiamato l'architetto, ho detto domani impaliamo quella ragazzina che abbiamo fatto finta di violentare.
So he calls the producer and he says, okay, tomorrow is the day that was the actress, the one that's raped. We're going to do this
actress,
the Indian girl, sorry, wrong word, that receives the stake.
The architect said, tomorrow morning, is it possible? No, non è possibile, devi farlo. Allora a 6 o'clock in the morning, the architect knock at my door. Chi è? Ruggero, sono Antonello, ti devo far vedere come impariamo la ragazzina. Allora io apro la porta e vedo lui che aveva un bastone.
So there's a knock at the door at 6 o'clock in the morning. The art director comes, okay, we're going to impale the girl today. He shows up with a stick about this height.
E qui c'aveva un sellino della bicicletta.
On the top of the stick was a bicycle seat.
E saldata al sellino una stecca di iron.
And then soldered to that was an iron stake. You know, a piece of iron.
E lei doveva stare seduta così, stava dritta, e in bocca un palo, un piccolo palo, pezzo di leggere.
Okay, so the stake is there, the girl sits on the bicycle seat, there's the iron rod that holds the rod, and then in her mouth what you see is balsamo, the wood that they used to use, you know, like the Westerns that breaks easily. And so then they have it all set up, that the blood's inside the balsamo stake, and that's how they did the effect.
Quando ho spiegato a Tarantino questo effetto speciale, lui ha detto, quanto è costato? $10. Yes, you know.
A big fan of his is Quentin Tarantino. He said, you know, I love that scene. How much did it cost? I mean, that must have been so expensive. And he thought about it and he goes, $10? Abbiamo solo
No, this point is all invention. Invention each day. Each day is an invention. For me, it's very easy shooting this movie because the invention, every time the ranger, o tutte le volte il ranger mi diceva c'è qualcosa di strano, io filmavo e facevo.
So he wants to thank everybody that's coming, and he wants to tell everyone here that if you're young filmmakers or whatever age filmmakers, it's all about invention, invention, invention. It doesn't have to be with a big budget. It doesn't have to be CGI. It's invention, and that's what he loved about doing his films, using his imagination. So thank you.